Hello everybody, this video is a little bit of a test on this format of making a video. While I take you through what my plans and expectations are for 2024 for both Possible History, the main channel, and Beyond Possible History, this second channel. Now to start off with, 2023 has been absolutely insane for the Possible History main channel. When I began, YouTube was very much a hobby for me. I had 5.5k subscribers, and while I was doing fine, I didn't really think it would become anything more. Yet, across 2023, I got 125k subscribers pretty much already, and we still have like a week left at the time of recording. And while I deleted some videos, so the view count isn't totally correct, I got about 22 million views this year, which both are just insanely mind-boggling numbers for me to come to terms with. Like, to think that so many people even want to listen to me speak in my monotone voice about alternate history, it's crazy. So, what's my plan for Possible History going forward? This year I've pretty much started doing 2 videos a week. One on Tuesdays, one on Saturdays. I am going to slightly change the schedule. It's going to be Tuesdays and Fridays going forwards. But I'm going to try to continue to do this 2-week schedule. But a big issue that I've experienced is at the start of the year I was ahead in video production. So I had essentially a month of videos already prepared in advance, you know? You get what I mean? This way I could provide early access to my patrons, which is great because I have patrons, thank you very much, who support what I do. And it gave me peace of mind because I was like, whatever I do now, the videos are done, they're gonna go up, and everything will be fine. But somewhere during this year, I believe it was October, I kind of lost this schedule. And for the past 2 months, I've basically... every video you see on the main channel was finished that very day. Best case scenario, it was finished the day before, but I just couldn't get back into the rhythm. I couldn't catch back up to what I was trying to do, because my projects were too ambitious. I wasn't giving myself enough time. I have real life engagements, but I still really wanted to make these 2 videos a week. So what I'm going to try to do next year is 2 videos a week is still absolutely my goal, but especially the first couple of months, I'm going to miss a couple of uploads, especially the Tuesday ones, just so that I can catch back up. It's really important that you just have that peace of mind for yourself, that you know, I could literally fall off a cliff right now, and for the next 2 to 3 weeks, videos would still release on the Possible History channel. That's just really important for me to have. As well as an apology to my patrons. The last couple of months I haven't provided the early access that I really want to. So consider this not a promise, because I'm not sure if I can meet this, but expect me to respect the early access in 2024. Get back on schedule. And if I don't, I plan to miss uploads until I am caught back up. Because it's just unsustainable, otherwise I'm putting too much stress on myself. Beyond that, I have launched a new channel this year called Beyond Possible History. This channel used to be the Alternate History Guild, which was a really cool project I had in my mind, but sadly it just wasn't feasible. The plan was viewers could create scenarios, they could create videos, which I would then post, and it would be awesome. It would be a community channel. But sadly, it just required too much work from me. Because, obviously, and this is completely logical, the viewers, their scripts were mostly great, or at least interesting. But, obviously, they didn't have any video making experience. So the audio usually could use some work. The video was usually pretty basic. Both of those weren't necessarily an issue, but then you get into the issues of copyright, music use, did they steal the scripts, which which has happened before on my channel, where I did a viewer scenario contest, and one of the submissions just blatantly stole a script from another YouTuber, which that stress made me cancel the project within a couple of weeks, sadly, because it was just for myself too much work to maintain and keep on the level that I wanted to provide. So this channel is kind of the continuation upon that. It has become my second channel, and I am now going to try to upload regularly here as well. And I have a couple of goals. Goals and subjects that I really want to cover. One of those for this channel would be responding to criticism. For example, I have this video, We Are Rome, Exploration of the Roman Successor States. It's a pretty good video, in my humble opinion, but I did make a couple of big mistakes. For example, I didn't include the German Empire, while I did include Italy and Napoleonic France, which also had an indirect claim. Things like that. It would be great for me to make like Q&A videos responding to comments about videos I release on the main channel, so I can sort them out, defend myself if I have to, and admit when I'm wrong when I am, because obviously I also just make full-on mistakes. My sources are wrong, I am wrong, I misremembered. It happens, but it would be really cool if I had a place to share that with you, to just come out and say, my bad, here's the truth. So that is one goal of this channel. Another would be long-form less edited content. For example, I made a video here where I do this quiz, where you have to color each nation of Europe via some hints. It was very difficult. It was meant to be like a 10-minute video. It turned out to be 50 minutes. My bad. Things like this I think are really fun. And I definitely plan to do more of these. As well, for this channel, I really love collaborating with other YouTubers. You've seen me do it before with the Power Hungry series and the Great PH Game Show 2023. Those two projects were some of the most fun I've had on this platform. It's a blast, the other creators are absolutely amazing, and I want to do more of those. Those types of things and other live streams will land on Beyond Possible History, so this second channel. And like I said, I hope to do more. Beyond that, and I see now that I missed a tab, there was a lot of demand for sequels to many of my videos, and I have no inherent problem with doing sequels. It's great, I can go more in depth about a scenario, I can maybe do the first one very realistically, and then in the sequel be more unrealistic and just, you know, this might happen, or this is just interesting to happen. But sadly, sequels usually perform pretty poorly in the algorithm. So, when I can only release 2 videos a week, you have to make choices for yourself. Am I going to go in depth about this one scenario and see where that goes, which can work, but is usually a pretty big risk? Or do I make every video mostly stand on itself? I've chosen for the second option, where apart from the very uncommon 2-parters, each video stands on its own. Which is safer, but is also a real shame, because like I said, I want to do sequels. So my plan is to, on Beyond Possible History, make less edited sequels to scenarios on the main channel. So don't expect the same style as on the Possible History channel, but my narration, perhaps a couple of maps, some visuals, just to try to continue scenarios if I really like them or if you guys really like them. That is one of my goals. Gotta take a drink. Another big goal of this channel will be showing off other alternate histories. Like I said, this started as the Alternate History Hub, which was a really cool project in my opinion, but it just didn't work out. So I'm going to kind of rework the same concept. For example, you have r/possible history, where a lot of people post their own scenarios, which are really interesting, and I would like to show off. You have r/alternate history, which has some really interesting scenarios, which I like to dive into. And on the Discord, I also know plenty of people who have written great alternate histories, which I would like to share. So, expect some of those, which will again be less edited. Me exploring the scenario, talking about the scenario, reading the scenario, preferably with the author present in the call, so they can explain their reasoning, explain what is happening and why. Expect a lot of videos like that, because I really want to do that, and there is just so much great content out there, which most people just never see, which I think is a real shame. So yeah, that is my plan for Beyond Possible History. Now to conclude with some of my goals for this year, they aren't really heavy goals, like if I don't reach this then I'm gonna be so sad, but let me show it off. I do have one silver play button already for Possible History, the main channel, which is, just amazing to have. So my goal for this year would be to bring Beyond Possible History to 100k subscribers as well. I think that's a reasonable goal. I started this year on Possible History with 5.5k subscribers. So Beyond Possible History, it might be possible. So I hope we reach that. Then for the main channel, this year I have beaten Zvalid, which is... When I grew up, there were like 4 big alternate history channels. You had Alternate History Hub, you had What If Althist, you had Muncher Z, and you had Zvalid. So, we have now beaten one of what I would consider the big 4, making me part of the big 4 now, which is a crazy concept. For this next year, I hope to beat Muncher Z as well, and enter the top 3 alternate history channels, though it is debatable if we even still count What If Althist, since I don't think he's made an alternate history video since... Oh my god, this is a lot longer ago than I thought. No, even that's future. Since... there it is! What if Germany was divided after World War II? Oh no, Scramble of Africa, okay. Which is 2 years ago now, so I don't think we can really count What If Althist. But still, that would make me the 3rd biggest channel, only behind What If Althist, if he counts, and Alternate History Hub, who I obviously have no, what's it called? Not necessarily no intention of beating, but no hopes to beat. Yeah, so I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed this format. I plan to do more of these, where I have like my research prepared and I go through like a story, unscripted, just me trying to talk to you. Yeah, with... and yes, sorry. So with that, these are my plans for 2024. I hope you enjoy, I hope you stick with me through it. I hope you subscribe to this channel, just saying. And I wish you all a good new year.